Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and we are back yet again for another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse video. Today is a little bit of a catch-up. We're going to look at a couple figures that I've had and kind of been waiting to get to. I've been a little under the weather for the past week, just FYI, so finally back in the saddle and ready to rock and roll. First and foremost, we have Guy Gardner. This is the Red Lantern version of old Guy, looking all spooky here with the blood coming out of his mouth. He's a Red Platinum Edition. He's really only been showing up at Walmart's. If he goes anywhere else, kind of remains to be seen, but Walmart is the place to be, so here's his barcode. And then we have the regular, we'll say, Shayera Hall version of Hawkgirl. This is the Platinum Edition. This is the one that I really wanted. I've already taken a look at the Kendra Saunders version of Hawkgirl, but in either case, here's the barcode for them. And just to kind of point out, unfortunately, McFarlane Toys for the new Superman movie didn't make Guy Gardner or Hawkgirl, but instead opted for these comic book versions to kind of go, well, we didn't make them, so here's these. Which normally I wouldn't complain about because, yeah, these are the ones that I'm obviously going to go for. But after seeing the movie now, yeah, it would have been kind of cool to be able to complete the Justice Gang on your shelf. Plus, the Engineer? No, that was one of the coolest characters, and for being honest, Konik should have worked for either the movie line or the DC Multiverse. What a missed opportunity there. With all the hand blades, it's like, that would have been cool. What are you doing, McFarlane Toys? But just as I was about to make this video, lo and behold, the Western World Batman showed up. Yes, as corny as this figure was, Western World Batman. Who doesn't want a Cowboy Batman? Don't worry about it. It came in from Entertainment Earth. We'll have some fun with it. But yes, this is from a Western version DC Multiverse. Who cares? Here's the barcode. And like I said, mine came in from Entertainment Earth. I'm going to do my little Entertainment Earth spiel real fast. It's not too bad, but you're going to want to go up in the search bar. You type in DC Multiverse, and you're going to see everything that is in stock. Now, with the code EARTH10, you're going to get an automatic 10% off. Use my links. They're down in the description below. You can get yourself a Cowboy Batman. You can get yourself a Metamorpho from the movie. I would stay away from the kaiju stuff. Maybe you get those on clearance. Get that really cool Hal Jordan. He glows under a black light. That's pretty cool. I dig that. And one thing to check out, and I'm just saying this, check out their non-mint items section. Just type in non-mint. Pulls up a ton of stuff, and they're usually at a reduced price, which in this day and age, we could all greatly benefit from. So again, use the codes, use the links. Everything's down in the description below. Check out Entertainment Earth for all your toy buy-in needs. And also, because I've already kind of covered these figures with the variants and everything else, we're going to pepper in some mini reviews of, let's say, The Sandman on Netflix, Season 2, Part 1, and I'll tell you my thoughts on the new Superman movie. So this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at 3 brand new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures, the Platinum Edition Hawkgirl, the Red Platinum Red Lantern Guy Gardner, and from Western World, Cowboy Batman. Yeehaw! And just before we get started, as always, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who continues to watch my DC Multiverse videos. And if you haven't already subscribed, we would love to have you. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. Guarantee you'll find something here that you'll like. And so now here's all 3 figures taken out of their packaging. One of them has one accessory. The others, well, they have some accessories, we'll just say. But in totality, these are fun action figures. They're fun variants. And if you're a DC Multiverse collector, you'll find some fun with these as well. So first and foremost, we're going to look at Cowboy Batman, which I was kind of up in the air like, is this really going to be a good figure? He does come with a pretty sweet Batarang. I definitely like that. He also has 2 trigger finger hands, which I would not foresee Batman ever using a gun, but you can equip him if you so choose. Also with the head portrait and the hat, it's not accurate. I would have loved to have seen the ears poking through the hat. I think that would have been really funny. It is largely a reuse of the Jonah Hex body. He does have that weird cigar-shaped torso. He's got a bat emblem everywhere on this. The legs, they'll have the thigh swivel, so you could put him on a horse if you'd like. Peg holes on the bottom. And then he has that, yeah, sweet dashta, if you guys are Sunny in Philadelphia fans. Anyways, the material, it looks like a Jawa's cape from Star Wars, but it's actually a lot softer and more malleable. It's nice, actually. I really can't complain. I told you, the pictures did not do the duster justice. However, with the duster, it's going to limit some of the posability. If you were to put the arms up way too high, you would most likely eventually rip the material. So it only goes up yay high, just FYI. But he basically has everything you need articulation-wise and the ability to seat him on a horse. Just don't lose the little batarang here that like flew out of his hand. But I digress. It's goofy. It's weird. But as for another Batman figure, it definitely does make for a fun Batman figure. And then just to kind of show you the differences between Jonah Hex and this Cowboy Batman, you could kind of sort of recreate the whole Once and Future Thing episode from Justice League. But in totality, yeah, it definitely is a fun figure. And with that being said, I'm going to talk about the Sandman. I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock. That's all I'm allowing here. Now, for the first season, I was a little bit indifferent. I liked a lot of what they did, and some of it was like, yeah, okay. It was overall a decent season 1. We'll just say that. However, with season 2, I think that they've done it right. There's a lot more Dream this time around. In fact, all of it centers around Dream, his interaction with Delirium, the rest of the Endless, finding destruction, dealing with destiny, his son Orpheus. It is a very beautiful set of episodes, which has a lot of hearts. It's got a lot of comic book flair. If you're not a fan of Sandman, I could see you potentially going like, what the heck is this? But if you'd like something more, a little bit weirder, a little bit more out there in terms of comic books and adaptations and such, I think you'll really like season 2 over season 1. But the second part of the Sandman is coming up along with a one-off special for Death. And that comes up at the end of July, and I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll say this. Season 2, Part 1, so far is excellent. Season 1 was a little bit of a mixed bag, but we'll see how it all ends. But I'm telling you, if you like DC Comics, if you like the Sandman storylines, heck yeah, this is definitely the show for you. And with that being said, we'll roll right back into things with a look at the Red Lantern Guy Gardner. Now, one of the pluses of this figure is that he comes with the Red Lantern itself. So you could definitely use this with Atrocitus or Batrocitus. The face plates, the looks, the hands, everything is largely going to be the same, but now they've added some blood red around the eyes, around the mouth to mimic what the Red Lantern powers do. And then you have the corresponding hands now with the Red Lantern ring. And I like the various hands that they've chosen. You got the finger pointing, your Red Lantern holding, you name it, you got it for Guy. Then the actual figure. And this is a repaint. It kind of sort of works if you look at the art for the Red Lantern Guy Gardner. It is at least close enough, we'll just say. It has all the lines of the red and everything else. The main problem with this figure is the same as the other two that we've already looked at. The face plates, the hair. You don't get the bowl cut this time because they're going more for the Red Lantern look, obviously. The hair doesn't really match up, line up. It's a little bit of a, I wish they could have done this better. The face with the blood coming out of his mouth, he does look like he kind of bit into a strawberry, but at least this faceplate seems to work a lot better with this hair. It's just okay. The ears still don't match. It's just like, I'm happy to have a Red Lantern guy. If you don't look at it on the sides, it's there. But to say that as a figure review, it's a little bit too much like, oh yeah, you got away with it, whatever. McFarlane Toys, you gotta do better than this. This is me going, yeah, I guess it's okay. I mean, but no, there is a problem with this figure. It just doesn't work. You gotta focus on these things because the 90s Guy Gardner, the Yellow Lantern version versus this Red Lantern, the bowl cut hides all those lines. It still has the same problems, especially the ears. And I know a lot of people are going to go, oh, he's talking about the ears again. But it's important. And it's important to make cool looking action figures. But happy to say, at least overall, with the Hawkgirl figure, now that's the one that I've been waiting for. I got the regular version. This one comes with the same exact hands, open hands, punchy hands, mace holding hands. The colors on this, It's more of the classic Hawkgirl. It's a Justice League Unlimited Hawkgirl for the most part. There are some differences, of course. But yes, this is the comic book Shira Hall, whatever name you want to give her. It's convoluted as all get out. But finally, she's painted correctly. She's good anatomically, we'll say that, which you don't see a lot of, especially with Hasbro Marvel. The wings are still kind of cumbersome. You get plenty of mobility out of them, but they don't do exactly what you want them to do, namely in kind of moving all the way up and such. But they're painted beautifully. She has her mace. Some sort of electrical effect would have been really cool to attach to that, just saying. But again, the colors, the yellows, the reds, the greens, everything works really well. But is it asking too much just to get regular hands, non-trigger hands, to be able to hold the mace? I don't think that's asking too much. These are little changes we would love to see before the timer runs out, McFarlane Toys. I know you're probably sitting there rolling your eyes and going, yeah, it's over with. What are you complaining about at this point? But it's important to us collectors. Now, what I've gone and done here is put a little electrical effect from a Flash figure onto that, and I've hooked her up with John Stewart here, and there you go. You got a little comfort and joy going on. But all that being said, in totality, why I wanted this figure when you have Flash and Wonder Woman and Batman, it's Wally West. Just pretend. Just pretend. Let it go. You got Superman. You got John Stewart. You got Martian Manhunter. And now you got Hawkgirl. That's a Justice League right there that I do love. And with that, I'll perfectly segue into my thoughts over the new James Gunn Superman 2025 movie. I'll save you some time. I love this film. Why, you ask? Well, this is the type of Superman movie that I have always wanted to see. It's Superman on screen doing Superman stuff with wild sci-fi DC Comics nonsense. They did such a good job right off the bat telling us that this world is bat poop crazy. So that when certain things happen and certain tech happens and all this sci-fi mumbo jumbo happens, not at any point did I go, that's not believable. It was just cool. And Superman was on screen pretty much 24/7, and that's the best part. Lex Luthor was an evil POS, as he should be, and rightfully so. Every character, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, they did their comic book things, and Lois Lane wasn't really the damsel in distress. She was the tough SOB that I thought Lois Lane should be. So, in totality, you rocked it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more DCU. So, that is going to wrap it up for my quick look at 3 brand new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures. Overall, Hawkgirl would be the one to grab. Batman as the cowboy, if you want to laugh. And Red Lantern Guy Gardner, he's just okay. It's just, yeah, if you like the Red Lanterns. They are clocking in at a pretty penny now, $35 each, which, yeah, I don't think McFarlane Toys makes $35 figures. And really, that's not me trying to rag on them. It's just that there are so many kind of behind the times issues with McFarlane Toys and the DC Multiverse that you kind of have to go, no, this is not where it should be at $22, $25, $30, and especially $35. Yeah, it's up to you on whether you want to grab them, but good luck if you are after them. So you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. And until the next one, I will leave you guys with that. Adios.